And welcome back, everybody, to the long and immersive Tamurkhan campaign. This is, of course, a grand strategy campaign where we are using some mods and also, of course, our play style to turn this into a very epic, more difficult than vanilla type of a campaign with reduced replenishment and increased garrison strength and reduced movement range on the campaign map, things like that. So it is also, I think, about to wind down here. Let me put it to you this way. So if the Emperor Karl Franz campaign has sort of been just stressful from almost the very beginning of that campaign, and the Malekith campaign has been very exciting and back and forth, where one episode I feel like we're doing really well, and the next episode we suffer an extreme setback. And of course then we have Skarsnik, which has been almost an exercise in frustration of trying to figure out how we're going to be able to counter Doom Wheels and Steam Tanks using Gabo units and things like that. Well, anyway, this campaign has kind of felt like a relaxing stroll in the park. It is going to be one that I miss because, as those others have been quite stressful, this one has kind of been my one opportunity every 4 days to kind of relax a little bit, because I know that we're dominating, and it's been kind of that way since the very beginning. Having said that, it also, I think, is probably much less appealing overall to viewers than those other campaigns, because it hasn't been as much of a challenge. So really glad. I've really enjoyed this campaign. I've learned a lot about Tamurkhan, of course, and the changes to Nurgle and Thrones of Decay and stuff like that. But for the most part, it has not exactly been the most exciting of any of the campaigns, and that's fine, because they can't all be equally exciting. So anyway, just wanted to kind of start off with that, as I'm sort of starting to think about a post-mortem on this particular campaign. I'd kind of like to figure out a way to make Tamurkhan maybe just overall more challenging, but in a kind of a thematic way, because like I said, this campaign has not really been all that challenging since almost the very beginning, really more or less since we took on and defeated Kolek, who is really the first major enemy that we went up against. Anyway, enough said about all that, Michael. Let's go ahead and talk about the strategic situation here. So we are, of course, fighting Grimgor. We're about to wipe him out, which is going to achieve a short campaign victory for us. We, up here, helped the Chaos Dwarves to take Great Skull Lakes, which means at this point, all that Grimgor has left is Firemouth, and this is where his, by far, strongest army remaining is, right here defending it. And it's a significantly difficult army, don't get me wrong. He's got the Arachnarok Spiders. He's got some other good units in here as well. He's got a fair number of Regiments of Renown in here, which of course makes sense. He's got the WoW army, but the WoW armies at this point in the campaign are nothing compared to the high tier units that most factions can field. Anyway, so Grimgor also then has the Demon Stump down here. As far as we know, there's not really any military strength down here. And then one more, he's got Black Fortress. I think those are his only 3 settlements at this point. Yeah, he's got 3 settlements, as you can see. A lot of green here, very little red. That means in terms of military strength, he's incredibly weak compared to us. So we should be able to kind of, once we get past Nobber here, once we figure out what we're going to do about him, it should be just a formality to finish wiping him out. Anyway, that's not the only thing we have going on, of course, however. So we're also at war with Emmerich down south, but he's mostly invading Kugath's territory for the time being. He has prevented us from wanting to confederate with Kugath, which we have had the option to do at times, but I didn't really want to bog myself down there trying to save Kugath, because it's really just a sideshow right now. This also over here in Cathay, we've been at war with Eshin for, I don't know, 10 or 12 turns maybe. You know, he caught us by surprise. or at least caught us relatively undefended, because most of my armies were westward fighting Grimgor, but in any case, he took a couple of settlements, not really that big of a deal, before at this point we have turned around, we have reconquered these settlements, we're about to reconquer this one right here, Ming Zhu, and his armies are mostly, at this point, on the run. I don't think any of them are brave enough, or quite frankly strong enough, to even ambush Tamurkhan, which gives us the flexibility to be moving around in march stance as fast as possible, knowing that they're extremely unlikely to ambush us. Now, there might be a time where I stop doing that, because as their armies get closer together, they might try to ambush us with like 3 armies at once, and that might get to be a little bit much for us, but so far it hasn't really been a concern. So anyway, that's all we're going to do here, is we're going to fight defense. Well, no, not defensively so much. We're going to reconquer this, and we're going to just kind of slowly put pressure on Eshin over here. But in terms of our main offensive operations, we still want to be focused back over here with Grimgor. So this army right here is not strong enough to take on that army right there. However, we are close enough where this garrison would come out and help. Actually, what we may want to do is we may actually want to retreat all the way into the settlement. If he attacks us, he might even be able to defeat this army plus that garrison. The garrison's not particularly strong. However, if he does that, he will be severely weakened, and that would give this army right here the opportunity to come in, take Firemouth, and maybe also press on and take on the remnants of that army right there. So I think we're just going to continue to move this guy forward. He cannot move far enough to attack it, no matter how close we move here, as long as we stay in encampment stance, which we want to do for the replenishment anyway, because we do still have need for replenishment right here. And it looks like we have a skill up coming our way, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and give you Foe Seeker, why not? And, yeah, still good, just going to allow this replenishment. You're at 19 out of 20. I don't think I have a hero close by. I do not, to join that army. That's fine. Okay, and so now we're also in a situation here where Spurt Mildew was heading over here to help take Great Skull Lakes. No longer necessary. So instead, we can put him in march stance and get him moving down this way. Now, we have right here along the river, we have the Demon Stump. We have this right here. So if I double click, it shows the destination. So we could potentially we could move up this way. That might be faster, at least for that army right there. I don't know if it's going to be faster all the way around. It might be, quite frankly. It does look like going through all the roads here, there's no easy way. There's no, like, direct, easy way into the river here. I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to go ahead and take you. How many turns would it take to get there? 2, 3, 4. Looks like maybe 5 turns to get there. I don't think that's going to be any longer than going overland, quite frankly. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Let's just go full speed. I don't see why not. We now have Mornhow back in the army after a long time away because of the infighting between our chieftains. Okay, you've got lots of skill ups here. Let's give you Bloated Carcass. I think that's going to be a pretty high priority. Yeah. Bloated Carcass, and then we'll also go ahead and give you Blade Shield. Okay, and then Ketsak. Okay, Ketsak has the replenished troops. He's got all of the thematic line of skills right there. Might to the Swamp. Maybe, but I don't really use him in melee all that much. We might just keep... You know what I might do is I might reduce... I'm going to reduce the cost of Pit of Shades on him, because I do like that spell. It's not as good as it used to be, but I still like it. Okay, then you, Mr. Plague-Ridden, you... Give you Earthing. you Claude Aglim here. You get hard to hit. Oh, you had 3 skill ups, okay. We'll go ahead and give you Deadly Blade as well. And now we will go ahead and move you in March Stance up this way as well. Now hopefully he doesn't block army, but he might. It would not surprise me. Okay, so then back to Tamurkhan. You're at 20 out of 20, but we do want to get him into the army, but obviously he's out of movement for this turn, so this is what we were going to start out with. I think I promised that at the end of the last episode that we were going to start out with this, and we didn't actually start out with it. This is actually going to be such a trivial battle. I think I'm going to go ahead and auto-resolve it. No, it's only going to take a minute. Only going to take a minute, and I just don't like to get in the habit of doing auto-resolves. I like to fight as much as possible manually. What we're going to do, actually, we're going to do a little bit of a test here. We're going to fight this battle with only Tamurkhan. And I want to see how he does. I'm pretty sure he'll just slaughter them. But it might take a minute, but still, I just want to see if he ends up finishing the battle at full strength. And we can pretty much fight the whole battle then on fast forward. Okay, I need to, once more, I need to do this. There we go. Resume game. Okay, so all you guys can all chill out. Oops. Why is it not select? Oh, you guys are actually different types of chosen. I didn't realize that. Okay. I mean, I probably realized it at one point or another, but forgot. Okay, let's get all you guys over here as well, and you guys back here. You guys all back here as well, and like that. So everybody except Tamurkhan. Tamurkhan, you start battle, start running forward. Let's go ahead and speed up. And I might as well use our unspeakable foulness on, not on Skaven slaves. Let's use it on these clan rats. Okay. Does okay damage. Nothing super impressive, obviously. Okay, let's just go ahead and do full speed. Okay, wait a minute. Where did the unit spawn? I'm assuming we've got it slaughtered over here already, but yes, we do. Okay. No problem. Back to Tamurkhan. Okay, so full speed. Just go ahead and slaughter everything and use your abilities off cooldown. Oh, here we go again. Back here, let's go ahead and... Okay, shattered. Yeah, never mind, there's no real reason to worry about what's going on back there. Okay, Tamurkhan, go ahead and use your unspeakable foulness here on those slingers. Why can't you? Doesn't really look like you're in melee. There we go. Okay, go ahead and do that. That may be enough to break them. Nope, not quite. What? Now it is. Okay. Anybody else over here? Where did they all run away? Nope, they're charging my main army. You fools. Alright, well, it is what it is. I wanted to try to fight everything with just Tamurkhan, but he's not really letting me. That's fine. I'm pretty sure the Chosen will make short work of the Skaven slaves and the clan rats. Let's go ahead and do this. And right here, we should make short work of them. Okay, so my experiment, my test subjects did not cooperate, basically. They did not allow me to fight them with only one unit. It is what it is. It's not a big deal. Okay, I think these guys are the last ones left unbroken. Tamurkhan, take care of him, please. Oh, nope. Somebody else must be unbroken. These guys are just wavering now. They've recovered. Don't think that's going to last very long. There we go. Now somebody else still must be unbroken. Right there, Skaven Slave Slingers. Oh, and some Clan Rat Spears. These are some persistent little rats over here. Alright, let's go ahead and start bringing you guys out too. Anyway, the important thing, what I found out, is that Tamurkhan is going to finish at full strength. All I did by trying to do that experiment was make the fight last a little bit longer than it needed to. But I think this will pretty much do it. There we go. End battle. Well, I tried to make it a little bit entertaining and let Tamurkhan just toy with his prey, but obviously there was very much a limit on what those rats were going to be able to achieve in that fight. 291 gold. More importantly, we're going to go ahead and occupy it. Got ourselves a relic sword out of it. Take that. And receives a plague. And does he have... He's got liquefying pox, which is good. Take it for the casualty replenishment. Okay. Obviously, I need to remember to save the game. Alright, so now, one of you... Yeah, you're an agent. We don't really want you to remain in the army. You got a little bit of experience out of the fight, but no real reason for you to stay in the army. And now you can... We'll give you spread control, why not? It's always a little bit useful. Okay, you've moved. Blisterkin, what are we going to do with you now? So we've got Pome here, which at this point is not really strong enough to defend itself. So I think that's what we need to do. We need to move you over there. I don't really remember if they were moving any armies up this way to take on any of these. Let me just do this. Okay, you actually cannot reach Pome this turn. So there's plenty of time for Blisterkin to run up there if they do aggressively move towards it. So I just need to pay attention during their turn to make sure they don't do that. Okay, meanwhile, you're also close enough that you could come back and help defend Wing Chang here, which is obviously not strong enough to defend itself right now. 2 turns it'll have the garrison building built, but even so, it's very tenuous right there without an army to help protect it. Let's go ahead and use some of our money here. This is green climate, so there's no reason to not go ahead and try to build this one up as much as possible. Over here, Pome, again, green climate, so we'll go ahead and level that up. That's most of our money. Do I want to do... I might want to do casualty replenishment, huh? Or infections plus control. You know what? Neither one's a priority, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. Okay, so back to our armies. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, so you're just going to stay there for the time being. I think I'm okay with you being right there. You're a reserve force at this point. You, I am going to move... Can he reach... He cannot reach us to attack. So we're just going to back you up a little bit more.
You're not right, Dad.
If he wants to keep coming this way, he's welcome to. Meanwhile, you're still getting Winds of Magic, which is really all we need to do with you. We've already moved you. We've already moved you and you. And now we're back over here. So I think that's all of our armies. Our settlements now. That's fine right there. This is interesting how we've got our population surplus of 5. I just don't have the funds for this. Alright, that changes this right here. I think we're going to go ahead and cancel that for right now. Now we do have the funds for it, so that's fine. Okay. Yeah. Eventually we'll get Wei Jin back. It's interesting our Nurgle corruption is still going up over there, even though they have 2 of the 3 cities in this province. Anyway, okay, so I think we might be done with this turn. This is controlling growth. It's not really critically essential. I think I'm going to switch it over to this in case I want to do a plague here. Granite spikes. You guys are already... Okay, this would be probably a better place to do a plague. Can I do the settlement plague right now? This is the upkeep. This is the growth. Where is the income? Where's the income? Where's the income, Michael? There it is, right over there. Nope, we're still 1 turn away. Okay. Alright, well then never mind. We're not going to put a settlement plague on you this turn. Okay, down here. You're fine. I do want to zoom in my mini-map. Okay, you are fine. You're not going to get this garrison built up to 3 by the time there's a battle over here. That's fine. Challenge Stone. Yeah, we need lots more settlement plagues to start spreading around. We just need to wait for the income symptom to become available again. Karak Vrag, you... At least you've already got that plague on you, so that's good. Maybe it'll spread, which means we want this to switch to that. Okay, we don't care enough. That's not the priority for our funds. Right here, Plains of Zanbijit. Wow, none of these have settlement plagues on them. Yikes. Gotta rectify that. Okay, then, you are in pretty good shape. I think since you decided not to move down this way, you've had enough time to replenish. You can certainly hold your own for now. Over here, I think we're good. We're good. There's a settlement plague. That's good. Income from all buildings right there. Only 1 turn left, unfortunately. But it's even the double bonus income from all buildings. That would have been nice if we had been able to spread that a little bit more. It is what it is. Alright, so then you are fine. You guys are fine. We are back to losing public order here. But we already know, for some reason, whenever there's rebellions up here, an army never actually spawns. It could be a bug. Howling Citadel, you guys look like you're okay. And we're all the way back over here now. Do I want to repair this? Not really. Not really. If they want to move back up there and take it, they're welcome to, quite frankly. Better have them occupying locations where we can keep an eye on them rather than them moving around hidden all the time. Okay, I think we're back to the start. Okay, let's go ahead and go through all this. Let's check our diplomacy. Varg. Nah, I don't see any reason to be nice with most of these folks. Nicer. We do already have agreements with many of them. Poxmakers of Nurgle, you guys, if you ever stabilize your situation enough, maybe we'll confederate you. Okay, Clan Eshin would still happily accept peace. I don't think we want to. I think we want to keep smashing them. We certainly have them on the run right now, which is probably why they're willing to accept peace. Then we have raise or sack a settlement belonging to either Emmerich or Clan Eshin. Well. Okay, raise or sack. We'll have to try to remember that. Torn from their green... Yeah, Firemouth is... We'll get there eventually. Alright, let's go ahead, take save, end our turn. We have 8 dominance, but again, we don't really have anything to spend it on. Okay, looks like maybe Kugath is in strong enough shape to mount an offensive against Clan Eshin himself. Looks like he's going to try to, anyway. Don't know why he's just leaving that one settlement right there in ruins. But whatever.
All chaos follows me.
Okay, what do you guys want? A defensive alliance. At this point, I may do it because they could possibly help take Black Fortress down here. Let's do it. Let's get some visibility anyway. And maybe even we can get Drzoth to join the war against Emmerich at some point. Not that Drzoth is all that strong. Okay, Emmerich, what are you doing? Yeah, Shattered Stone Bay. I don't know why that's ruins right now. You would think one of those two factions would want to keep it. Tretch, good old Tretch. It's good to see Tretch is still alive. Okay, Clan Eshin. Success! Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. That's what happens when you fight Clan Eshin. They assassinate all your characters at every opportunity. Not the first time they've done it, and won't be the last time either. Okay, I didn't really see them making a move towards any of our cities. Wissenland and Nuln, I forgot we're at war with you now. And they're quite strong, but they're busy wiping out Festus, and they're too far away from us to worry about right now. Although it's only a matter of time before they wipe out Festus. Trying to think, have we fought any dwarves in this? Like, not chaos dwarves, but, you know, regular dwarves. Have we fought them at all in this campaign? Okay. Well, we're about to, apparently. Carrick-Cadrin. Sure, we'll enter war on side of our allies. Our useless allies. Okay, so Nobber is now moving back to Firemouth to defend it from Vigo. Okay, so he's basically stuck there, can't move east, can't move west, without losing the settlement. He assaulted our garrison, jerk. And he stole technology. don't think that's going to ultimately change the course of this campaign, Grimgore, but I appreciate your still fighting back. And here is Festus with literally 0 military power. Okay, not literally, but as far as that green bar looks, it sure looks like he has none. He does have Brass Keep up there still. That's interesting. Why on earth are they not taking Brass Keep from him? Now is the time to do it when he's got no armies with which to help defend it. Now, taking on Dark Fortresses is difficult, don't get me wrong, but at this point I'd have to think that Wissenland is strong enough to do it. Okay. Yeah. I'm just going to have to summon or recruit another one. The Wild Hunt ceases, okay. The Volary receives a plague, is this... That's good. Yeah, we'll take that. The Writhing Fortress as well. Yep, that's the one we like. Okay, that's very good. And it's going to last for 7 turns, and you've got the right chance of plague spreading plus 15%, so that's good. Turtle Gate down here. Casualty replenishment rate. I wonder, does that plague help the garrison replenish? One would hope it does, but I've never really tested it to make sure that it really does. Okay, then Terracotta Graveyard, you've got the casualty replenishment rate as well. That's fine. And okay, I think not really anything else particularly interesting happening there over the end turn. Let's take a look right here. Okay, so he did move close enough that he could attack it. Oops, no, not it. Could attack this. No, I don't think he is close enough to be able to attack this. I think he's basically retreating to Wei Jin, which probably means that's where we should be sending Tamurkhan next, but the problem is, if we move away from Ming Zhu, then this army right here will be able to take that. So what we're going to do, can you reach him to attack? No, you cannot. And you can't reach him to attack either. But you can get pretty close to him. This right here, first of all, can we assassinate that agent? Whoops, wait a minute, where's my... You. Sorry, you. Okay, can you assassinate him? 36%. 40%. This is what we need to use him for, though, is we've made him an agent for stuff like this. So we're going to take this 40% chance. It's going to cost us 540, which I don't love, but... Success, okay. I'm glad we did it. All right, there we go. And you've got... I guess I'll give you Specialist. Okay, dokie. That's good. You've earned your pay for the turn. All right, back to Tamurkhan. I think maybe what we'll do, if I put you in March stance, you could not quite reach this turn, but you could definitely get close enough to defend it next turn from that army. We don't know what happened to this army over here, unfortunately.
My fever rises.
I think maybe...
How? Strange joke.
I think maybe he should stay where he is. Again, he's centrally located. Tamurkhan... If you know, I'm going to cancel the building here because if we lose Ming Zhu, we lose Ming Zhu. I can absolutely live with that. It's really not that big of a deal. And what we're going to do over here is march Tamurkhan towards Traer up there. We want to take out his strongest army, if possible. And Tamurkhan,
Seeps into
your plague is going to last for 4 more turns, okay? Alright, so Blisterkin, you stay right there. Urkathal, you...
The fruit of Nurgle's garden. A gift for all.
You can move right back to here again.
Fetid and vile is our spore.
And he cannot reach you to attack. He cannot quite reach you to attack either.
Sickness
We're
is
just going to basically use these guys to lock him in place where he can't really do anything. Are you on a mount? You're on a Chaos Steed. Let's give you Aura of Chaos. Okay. You are losing Winds of Magic, which I don't love. I could switch you into Channeling Stance, but you probably need the replenishment more than you need the Winds of Magic, so never mind. Okay, and then you...
It's your goal.
Can any of you guys
text of rot.
do an Assassinate? No. You know. Alright, what's your chance? Okay. 9%, which is too low. So never mind, we won't be doing that. Spurt Mildew, and let's do you first. You're going to keep going full speed. Up there, it looks like you might even be able to reach as early as next turn. And then what, they're out for 1 turn? Is that how long it takes to traverse? 2 turns. Journey duration is 2 turns, okay. And then you... I should have looked that up before I started moving them this way, but they're committed now. Okay. Back over here. I think we might be done with this turn again. From an army perspective... Oh, you get a level. Let's go ahead and give you... Hard to hit. Okay. You've moved. Yep, you're good. We do have pretty good income now, so we could conceivably recruit in another lord, but I don't feel like we need to. We could recruit in some more units into an existing lord. You're at 18. I don't really see a reason not to go ahead and do this. So Kargan the Crazed. Let's take a look at Kargan. Okay, obviously, we don't have any more chieftain units available. We need to defeat Empire, Bretonia, Cathay, or Kislev for dominance or raise settlements. Well, let's go ahead for now and give you... You know what you need? You need a pet, a mascot, demon in your army. Boom. Soul Grinder of Nurgle. Always good to have those in each army. Other than that, we want to stay mortal with you. So let's go ahead and give you a regular old Chosen of Nurgle. We can afford it. Boom. Now all of a sudden that army is pretty daggone strong. However, I would not want to get it ambushed. But it is strong enough that it could probably help defend Ming Zhu over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull him out.
Yes!
We're going to put him in encampment stance so he's difficult to ambush. And we're going to move him in this direction. I think he'll be able to reach next turn in regular stance, or at least in march stance.
My skin cracks in the heat.
I'm a little concerned about Wing Chang over here being exposed. 1 more turn at least, then the garrison building will be built. We don't really have... Well, yeah, we do, right there. There's our casualty replenishment building in this province. Terracotta Graveyard. We can now afford to level that up. Snake Gate. We don't need to level you. What about you? Infections and control. Not really a priority. Down here, no real priorities there. Is there any advantage at all to going up to the 4th level here? Hidden armies will be visible in region. I didn't notice that before, but that's true even at the 3rd tier. Yeah, that doesn't look all that special to me. No real reason to level that up. Karak Vrag, you're fine. Okay, I think we're actually going to be able to hang on to a little bit of money this turn. Nope, Ice Spewer, I could. I don't see a reason not to go ahead and level you up, so there goes our money. Okay. Well, it was nice while it lasted. Now we're down to 37. Okay. Alright, let's go to Diplomacy again. We're still at 11. And looks pretty much more or less the same as before. What about the Overlords of Zarduk here? So, any reason for us to have a defensive alliance with you? No, we don't desperately need that money. Not going to worry about it. Disciples of Hashut, you guys really like us. What would you do for a military alliance? 5,300. Nah. Nah. Let's go take a look at become vassal or join confederation. Yeah, so let's take a look here really quickly at Kugath. Is this something that we would be interested in doing? Kugath is in trouble over here if Emmerich moves against him. You know what I want to do is I actually want to go to you and see if there's any way we can talk you into joining the war against Emmerich. You would do it with the military alliance. Boom, done. Mainly because we're happy to sacrifice the Chaos Dwarves to distract Emmerich from continuing to attack Kugath. But also, you know, they could even be in a position to maybe win a battle, like right here, maybe? Possibly? That's a strong army, they could win that battle. Probably not against both of these armies, but... Okay, then, would we want to confederate? That's all lost. No, I don't think we do, because we wouldn't be able to afford all these armies that Kugath is fielding right now. So we'll confederate if we're in a position to be able to start disbanding armies. Alright, let's go ahead now and end our turn. Looks like Kugath has abandoned his offensive against those Eshin armies, but he did take a settlement, it looks like. So that's good. Okay, we got Kislev. She doesn't look like she's doing too badly. She's basically about as strong as we are. Okay. That's exactly what we wanted. That was a pretty good, a well-timed alliance right there. Ended up knocking out one of Emmerich's armies as a result of that alliance. And it's made him turn that army around to fight Drozoeth. So that's good. And Emmerich might even be going over that way as well. Clan Rictus, you don't look like you're doing real great. Clan Eshin, success, steel technology, whatever. It's better than assassinate. Okay, this is them moving down towards Kugath. They've got 4 armies down there on the Kugath front. Which is, that suits me fine. That's 4 armies that I don't have to worry about right now on our front. Worry is not the right word, though. I'm not at all worried about Clan Eshin. Okay, Wissenland. You guys going to attack Brass Keep by any chance? Oh, you jerk! Oh, they wounded one of my heroes. That's very unfortunate because that hero, whenever he recovers, is going to be nowhere near that army because that army is going to be sailing down the river. Not the end of the world, obviously. Okay, so Thorgrim. Thorgrim looks like he's quite strong. He might be... Is he the strongest faction in the game? Now that we've met him, I should double check that. I think he might be. Malachi clearly is not. Okay, Grimgor, what are you going to do? You are moving in march stance. And you're raiding your own territory? Oh, no. Okay, we just need to retreat here. I didn't realize the other army could reach us.
I dislike the auspices.
That's fine. You know, I should have probably at least looked to see what that fight would have been like. Because I don't think we could have won. In fact, I'm sure we couldn't have won, but we might have been able to do a lot of damage. Oh, you assaulting my units at Spurt Mildew. That's very annoying, guys. All these heroes are just becoming pretty annoying here.
You stand before the great Maggot Lord.
What do you want, Festus? You're useless, man. 4,000, huh? You're not likely to declare war on anybody at this point that is going to get us in trouble, so yeah, we'll accept it. Why not? 4,000 gold, or 4,000 favor, I should say. I mainly accept it because I expect Festus to be eliminated fairly soon. Certainly before he would have a chance to cause any mischief by declaring war on somebody that we don't really want him to declare war on. Okay, so ally begins outpost construction. That's fine. Wounded. Yeah, this is very annoying. Another wounded down here. Very annoying. Blizzard Peak got plague. Very good. It's the only one it looks like. Alright. And where are they raiding here? Bone Road. Oh, they're raiding our territory. Oh, no, okay, so never mind. It was, I was thinking they were going west towards Vigo, but no, they went east towards Urkathal. Well, I wonder if that means...
Befoul the world.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize when we retreated, we stayed in channeling stance. I did not know that was how it worked. Okay, so if I... Army retreats Urkathal. Yeah, sure enough. Okay. Blood Peak. I think we'd better go ahead and move inside. This would be an interesting battle now. It would be 14 plus 20, be 34 units on defense, plus the minor settlement towers.
Think about it.
This Wa army is obviously nothing really to worry about. He's got one good unit in it. But he's got lots of good units right here. These guys are good, but they're not as good as Black Orcs. They're not going to overwhelm me anyway. All right. Meanwhile, you can reach, and you cannot reach to defend it. Okay. Well, okay. So we could get where's he at? Kargan the Crazed. Raising settlements, that would get you one more dominance if we raised that. That would get you up to committed. I kind of like the sound of that, quite frankly. I think we might raise Firemouth. This says capture and occupy Firemouth, so no, we don't want to raise it if we want to do that. Is this Razor Sack? Razor Sack, okay. Oh, no, but that doesn't count Firemouth. Dagnabbit. I can't raise it, get him the dominance, and still capture and occupy it. It's one or the other. That would probably just be mission aborted. Alright, well, anyway, what we're going to do here is... Why are you... Did I already... Yeah, I did already change your stance. Okay. Firemouth, you do have garrison, so it'll be a minor settlement battle that we should be able to win. We don't want to occupy it because we don't want him... Yeah, we don't want him to be able to come back and destroy us. So instead we will raise it, and I'm assuming that would cause us to retreat back this way. And it'll get us some dominance for Kargan the Crazed. So let's do this. Decisive victory. Take a quick save here. Let's take a look at the layout. Yep, we can do this. Oh, and we've got the Cygor here as well. I didn't really think about him. So we've got two different artillery pieces here, which is kind of nice. I think what we'll do, we'll attack from two directions. So we could go in that way. We could go in right here. I think this is the best way in for at least some of our units. So let's get 4 of you, plus you, and you. And you are team number 1 right here. And that leaves all of you guys as team 2. We shall put you over here. And then you guys... I really don't want to get you taking any damage at all, quite frankly. I think I might just let you sit this one out. Okay, Team 1. Start battle. Start moving forward here. You can throw, that's fine. Okay, Team 2. Let's get all of you except for him moving forward. Let's get you shooting. Okay, whatever you shot at, you just missed. Try to shoot them. Okay, back to 1. Okay, I think all we need to do, really, is send these guys in. These are chosen. These are shielded chosen. They are going to have no problem whatsoever in winning these melee combats. let's go ahead and get you firing on them. And then back here to team number 2. Let's go ahead and get you on them. You on them if you can. You'll never catch up to them, I presume. You get up there on them. You get up here. You can go with him. You can move closer. Okay, back to 1. So you've got a fireball. You've got some debuffs here that we might as well use. Don't see why not. They don't have any enemy characters to use the Spirit Leech on. You're actually taking a little bit of damage over here. That's a little bit annoying. Let's get you up into those Goblin Archers if possible. We'll go ahead and use a heal on you. And let's go ahead and do a leadership debuff on them. They might break. Back over here to you guys. Okay, you two.
Decay, Lord Cultist.
Actually, plus, you know what? All of you. I'm gonna move you guys now together as a 3. You can move up this way. How are we doing over here? We got bogged down. That's fine. Okay, back to 1. Did they break? They didn't break, despite the leadership debuff. They're at 13. Well, it won't be long now. Okay, over here. Let's go ahead and you can actually probably do a. Let's go ahead and do a debuff on them, and yeah, this will work. We can get a little bit of this on them. It's also going to hit our Chaos War Shrine, but that's fine. Okay, come on guys, let's start winning some of these battles. What do you say? We won that one right there. You need to keep pressing forward here. Now you, let's go ahead and do another debuff right here. And let's do a leadership debuff on them so they break. I'm assuming this will break them right away. They're at -3. There we go. They broke. Okay, now you can move over here, and we might get a fireball off on one of those units over there. Okay, 2s. How are we looking here? We're just winning our fights slowly but surely. That's what it's going to take sometimes. You can fire at them. Okay, we could do a we could try this. Let's see how this goes. Let me spin my camera a little bit here. If we do it on them, you we don't have the Winds of Magic. That's why you can't cast. Okay. How are we looking here? My goodness. Could you go any slower? Let's go ahead and get you heading up this way. Let's go ahead and do a... Is this good against... units? Against large units? Not large units. Units with many entities, it looks like it is. See, just curious how much damage this is going to do. Not a ton. Okay, guys, keep pressing forward here. We also want you now. You come up over this way. In fact, you guys get up here as well. Okay, 1s. We should be overwhelming them right here, I would hope. You have missed your chance to get a fireball off. That's fine. Let's go ahead and just take this control point. Over here, we're taking this control point. You should be in position to shoot at them. They do have that right there. They have one archer unit that is hanging out over there for some reason. I have no idea why. So let's get you up. I think they're about to... Yeah, there we go. That's going to do it, I think. Yep. I think I've changed my mind since we took so few casualties there. I think I might occupy it. No, never mind. I don't want him to be able to reach us with both of those armies and wipe us out. So never mind. Bad idea, Michael. Let's go ahead and raise it. Okay. Works for me. Bone Breaker. Yep, there we go. That's good. Campaign movement range plus 25% after raising a settlement, but apparently it doesn't kick in this turn. That's unfortunate. Okay, then we have follower gained. We'll take it. Alright, so if we take a look here, you're at 18 out of 20. I can't recruit chieftain units in enemy territory, unfortunately. I can't move any further, so you're stuck where you are. Let's go ahead and give you your skill ups. Let's give you magical reserves. And Gruckmer, you get earthing. And Hordred Kurgan Tamer, you get Chaos Gladiator. Okay, save the game. Next turn, we may move back into our own territory to be able to do some recruitment.
Let me think about
And we'll see what these guys decide to do. Let's see if they encircle and attack Blood Peak. They very well might. And if they do, we will do some serious damage to them. But in the meantime, right here, Kargan the Crazed. Now we can get another Exalted Champion unit, or excuse me, Aspiring Champion unit, and a Hell Cannon. That sounds good to me. Perfect Vigor for all units in that army. Yeah. Too bad we can't do that right there. That would be useful right now. Oh well. Alright, so that means you guys, again, back when you move into friendly territory, we'll add 2 more chieftain units to this army right here. And meanwhile, Grimgor is down to only 2 settlements. We've got Spurt Mildew here with 1 less hero than what he used to have, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and get you moving in there. Set sail. Rift entered. It's not really a rift game. It's a sea lane. But I understand they're very similar. Okay, and then same thing for you. Keep moving up that way. See if Wissenland's assassin there keeps chasing us. Alright, oopsie. Right there, that's what I meant to do. Okay. Tamurkhan. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, he's obviously... I'm assuming he's close enough that that army, the city garrison there, will reinforce him. But I think we might be strong enough to win that anyway. Meanwhile, down here... Okay, so this army... That's the strong army that I was worried about. Okay. That army is strong enough to take any of these 3 settlements if we allow him to. You, if you were in regular stance, you're not quite close enough to lay siege. So I'm going to move you a little bit closer here like this. Are you strong enough to defeat... You know what I just realized? You're the one that I want to put the Aspiring Champions in. And the Hell Cannon.
Plus turtles in this side.
But I don't... Do I want to do that now? I don't really see why not. Level 20, Lord. Couple crappy units and then a bunch of good units. Nope, 3 crappy units and then a bunch of good units, more or less. Well, these Night Runners are not great. None of them are overwhelming. I feel like we can ditch these 2 units. We've got the money for this, so let's disband them. Let's recruit in you and you. Boom. Now we're strong enough to take on that army with no fear, I think. And we're going to move you then a little bit closer even. We just want to make sure that... Oops. We just want to make sure that if you decide to take Ming Zhu here, that we're going to be close enough to attack it.
No, need my warp.
Now this right here, this agent, you are, of course, exhausted. So, but I'm going to move you down here just to keep eyes on this direction. That suits me fine. Next turn we may try to do something with you. You're replenishing what little you need to, so that's all good. You don't have a plague. That is something that I may want to think about here. Urkathal, you don't have a plague either. May want to think about that as well. Vigo, you don't have a plague. Spurt Mildew, well, you're going to be out of action for a while, so you don't need the plague. Tamurkhan, this is a fine plague for you to have. I think before I launch that attack, I am going to... I'm going to give Urkathal a plague. He's what is he defending against? Mainly melee, I presume? Melee... A mix, but I think it's safe to go with some melee defense, so let's go ahead and do this. Melee defense, right here. Armor, maybe. We could also get missile resistance. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and give you... maximum amount of time, I suppose. And let's go ahead and infect you. Boom. Okay, so now you're in a little bit better shape to fight that battle. Going back to Tamurkhan now, let's go ahead and see what this looks like. Is this going to be ugly for us? Well, apparently not too ugly because he's retreating. Okay. Well, we're going to pursue him and see if he... Well, he can't retreat again. It didn't reveal the garrison, but now we do know that he may not have had the help of the garrison in that previous battle, but now he will. So we're going to find out. Still a decisive victory. That garrison is nothing for us to worry about. Okay. Let's go ahead and... I could even lightning strike if I wanted to, but I don't think I'm going to because I want to wipe out the settlement garrison in a non-settlement battle. So I think we're fine with this. The biggest problem is going to be locating the enemy because of all the hidden units that he's going to have. Even so, I think we shouldn't have too much difficulty here. However, what we really want to do is we want to move with our flanks covered because the gutter runners are going to try to come at us from the flanks. Same with the slingers there. So yeah. We're gonna line up like this.
Chasing of Nurgle.
We're gonna put Tamurkhan on one side, Zubor on the other side. We want Kazik.
The Plague Lord's wrath. We are the foul.
And you guys on this flank, like this. You're going to be my 2. Let's go ahead and get you guys then
We are the plague.
on 1. I want you in the middle. And I want you guys on in a locked group for now. Okay, and then we want you guys over here on this flank, so you're my 3.
Toxic intentions.
And then we're just gonna figure out a use for you as the battle begins. So let's go ahead and start battle. Let's go ahead and start moving forward here.
You are tools of my ascension, so fight well, for if I fall...
They do have menace belows that are going to pop up. But I don't think there's a single unit of ours that would fear being attacked by a group of clan rats. I just want to find where the hidden units are. And if they're not going to hit my flanks now, I'm going to have to seriously question what they're waiting for. Alright, let's... Well, okay, pretty sure that clan rat unit is not going to last terribly long here. Okay, here they go. They're coming in. Alright, 1s. Let's actually put you guys on 4. Locked control group. And attack. 1s. You guys get on him as well. Tell you what, Zubor, you get on him. Okay, what about my 3s? You guys shred those plague monks. What about my 2s? Take out that doom wheel. Pandemisium. Let's drop it right here on the storm vermin. It's also going to hit Tamurkhan. I don't think that's going to be a big deal. Meanwhile, you help out here. Same with you. You can help out on him. Okay, 1s. Here's the death. Oh, they're death runners, not gutter runners. My mistake. Okay, let's get you guys all heading up that way. You guys all heading up this way. 1, you guys shred them. 4s. Okay, you're doing fine, quite frankly. Okay. These guys right there, they're just Skaven Slave Slingers, nothing to worry about. Let's go ahead and get you guys joining the 1s now. Have we taken out the enemy Lord? No, he's right there. Okay, let's send Kasich. Kasich, you go after him, please. You fight them over here, please. Okay, our 3s over here. You guys are taking just a tiny little bit of damage. But it's fine. Okay, Kasich, are you running him? You're not running him down, Kasich. What is... Please listen to my orders. Kill him. In fact, let's get a Zubor over there helping out as well. Okay, I think the formation is starting to break up, but I don't think it's a big deal. Let's go ahead and keep focusing on wipe out those storm vermin. That'll be good. Okay, right here. You and you keep taking him out. And you guys right here take out those death runners. Okay, we got another Pandemisium. Where's the reinforcements coming in from? Let's go ahead and hit those gutter runner slingers. You can stop chasing. Okay, over here. Yep. Looking pretty good. Did we take him out? Yeah, it looks like we took him out. That's good. Okay, let's go ahead and get everybody wiping out any of their units who aren't currently running away. Because if they're not running away, what are they thinking? Okay. I just wish we had a plague ridden. Oh, here's the reinforcements. Okay. Just wish we had a plague ridden for healing. But it's fine. I think at this point everybody's shattered. Let's get you up here. Let's get you guys on them. Let's get you guys on them. Okay, you guys are going the wrong way. Don't think there's anything over there for you to do. Let's get you all heading up this way. Okay, we're shredding those guys. Shattered, shattered, shattered. I think that's about to be army losses right there. Okay, I think we want to continue to wipe out as much of the settlement garrison as possible. So just everybody kind of pick a unit to try to do damage to. Go ahead and do a healing spell on you. Let's get you going after them as well. Speed up. Okay, you guys should be able to catch up to somebody. Probably not him, though. You guys over here, everybody chase something. Okay, let's just go ahead and speed up at this point. We've probably done about as much damage as we're going to be able to do. Well, no, we're doing some damage still. Alright, I think that's good enough. Okay. Decent favor. We could get 100 infections. Or another 1,500 favor. Well, a little less. I think we'll take the favor. We're doing just fine for infections. Azar Doombolt increases fealty level to committed. Very good. Okay, we'll take that. +2 rank for all chieftain units. Faction wide. Oh man, that's nice. Should have done that before recruiting the aspiring champions and the Hell Cannon. Okay, Biting Blade. Okay. Let's take a look at him. Oh yeah, we just have that to do now. Looks like a pretty easily winnable battle, quite frankly. Don't have time to do it this episode, unfortunately. What we can do, we have enough movement left. We could go ahead and take Wei Jin here. I think we have... Let's go. Just no reason not to do our skill ups first. We'll give you... oh, you don't have wound. Sure, we'll give you wound. Why not? And you... give you devastating charge. Okay, so... let's go ahead and... okay, we've already pretty much wiped that out. I think we can probably safely go ahead and auto-resolve this one. It wouldn't be much of a walled city battle with the garrison as badly beaten up as it is already, but it would be very time-consuming. Okay, let's go ahead and occupy. Outrider's handgun. Interesting. Extra AP damage, but a reduction to the reload time. Okay. Yeah, you... we know that we could lose you. Wei Jin... I don't see any reason not to go ahead and start upgrading you. I think we're probably going to want to leave it right there for this episode. We are clearly pushing Eshin back. Let's take a look at how strong Eshin is at this point. Well, they're still rank 15, or I'm sorry, rank 17. They have 15 settlements still, so they're clearly the strongest of any of the Skaven. Oh, I know what I wanted to see is dwarfs. Dwarfs. Thorgrim. Yep, Karaza Karak. The strongest faction in the game with 27 settlements. He's only at war with the with 2 factions right now, Clan Rictus and Overlords of Zarduk, which is a minor Chaos Dwarf faction. Interesting. Okay, well, we're going to have to do something about Thorgrim eventually, but not right now. We're not too worried about it right now. We'll go ahead and give you your skill up here. You've gotten, like, literally everything here. Better training. No real reason for that, since this army is already full and unlikely to ever lose any units at this point, or at least not enough to justify better training, so I guess we'll go ahead and take Assassinate. Why not? Alright, so that's done. You're where we want you to be. You two. You are ready to defend Blood Peak if they attack this over the intern, which I kind of hope they do. Vigo, you need to replenish. You need to recruit a little bit more. I know what I wanted to do. I'll do it when I get back to Tamurkhan. Yeah, you've already moved. Okay, so Tamurkhan, you're at 19. So can we do a... Nope, we can't recruit any Plague-Ridden here. And we can't recruit any Plague-Ridden here. But we can recruit one up here, right? Plague-Ridden, Nurgle, Intelligent, or Plague Rush. Take Plague Rush, recruit, and you are Rename your grandfather. Feels almost blasphemous. You are now Agent Grandfather. Okay. And your responsibility is... Oh, no, I don't want to do that. That was dumb of me. I'm thinking I need a field agent, but no, I don't need a field agent. I need somebody who can cast Fleshy Abundance. So, back to this. There we go. Grandfather, your goal is to try to get down here into Tamurkhan's army without getting assassinated along the way. We'll see whether or not that works. Probably won't, but it's worth a try. Okay, I think then in that case we're going to leave it there. I say I'm going to leave it there, and then I go ahead and take the time to start looking at all of our settlements again anyway. Can't help myself sometimes. You are really not enough of a priority to level up, I don't think. Yeti Peak. We never did take Yeti Peak. This is actually something that I would like to do. I could recruit a lord right here. You, Jaeger, I can bring you back in. And Jaeger then can move down here and occupy that Yeti Peak. Okay, and then I'll worry about upgrading after we do that, and then you're fine. Oh, I can do the plague. So let me do the plague real quick here. Let's go back to the challenge stone. You're kind of centrally located. You're a good place for the plague. Let's go ahead and give you income from all buildings. Cycle time, why not? And then also... really doesn't matter which of these that we choose. We'll take the this because I'd rather save that, and that all for an army plague. So we'll give you that. We're going to go ahead and maximize the amount of time and the spread and infect and hope that it spreads. Okay. Alright, I think in that case then we're going to go ahead and leave it there for this episode. We are, one more turn away from, or maybe 2 turns away, from our army popping up here to attack Demon Stump. There's possibility that the Chaos Dwarfs may beat us to Black Fortress, which is fine with me if they do. And clearly we're winning the war against Eshin, so this is really the last remaining little bit of excitement in this campaign right there. But we will hold off on that until next episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you then.